There has been a lot of panic lately over the area of impact meetings that are occurring here in Kootenai County and that are coming up here in the next few days. And I just wanted to set the record straight. So an area of impact is not annexation. And that's been the biggest panic that we've been seeing lately, is people think that if their property is now within an area of impact, that means it is being annexed into the city. So I wanted to go to the source on this, and this is from David Callahan, the Director of Community Development for Kootenai County, and he said, an area of impact defines the area outside the city limits where both the city and the county believe there will be future growth and development, a need for additional services, and possible annexation. These areas of impact simply identify areas where the city and county planning interests overlap, and the two jurisdictions should coordinate land use decisions. So it does not mean that it is going to be annexed. It does mean that those are the areas that the city will look at annexation in the future. Those are the areas where the city sees the most possibility for growth. So I'm going to put some maps up here as well so you can see some of those areas of impact that they are proposing and if that may or may not affect your property. Again, it is not going to affect your taxes. It's not going to affect your zoning. None of that is changing. All it means is that growth in that area is going to be something that both the city and the county look at together. So why is this happening right now? This is actually something that's required under Idaho law to be completed by the end of this year. So this is not necessarily something surprising. This is not the city and the county trying to do anything underhanded. It really is just them complying with the law, looking at those areas of impact as they are required to do so on a regular basis. So again, long term, it could mean that the cities look into annexation in these regions. But again, there have to be city utilities in place for an annexation even to exist. So if you're on the Fernan Hill, or if you want to buy a property on the Fernan Hill, that would now be within the area of impact of Coeur d'Alene, and there's no utilities around that loop. So they would have to run water and sewer around there, make that available to those parcels before they did annexation. So there's a lot that has to happen here. Long term, again, those are the areas that they are going to look at for annexation, but we're talking quite a ways into the future. The utilities to get those out there would require quite a bit. So what does this mean for you right now? Realistically, not a whole lot. Don't panic. Don't freak out. If your property is within that area of impact, the new area of impact, I would say if you have any thoughts, submit your thoughts to the county and to the city. That's why we have this due process, is so that as landowners, as homeowners, we have the opportunity to tell the city and the county what we think of their plans. And then the other thing is, if you are going to be buying a property, understand what this could mean for you in the future. And if you're selling a property in these regions, understand what it could mean for the perception of your property. I think by February of next year, everyone will have forgotten this. Maybe by New Year's, everyone will have forgotten this. But the reality is, at this exact moment in time, and in the very near future, this could alter the perspective of the value of some properties or the desirability of some properties. So just keep that in mind. I would love to be your real estate resource of choice for all things here in North Idaho. So if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. My number is 208-277-8471. And I will link in the description some of the news articles and things related to these areas of impact and the meetings and how you can get a hold of the city and county. So have a great day, and I'll see you next time.